The Bobcats played their final game of the regular season last night, and a pretty big crowd on hand. More than 1,200 fans took in the game between Lloydminster and Fort Mac. The Bobcats were looking to rebound after that overtime loss on Friday. Braden Crone opened the scoring just 33 seconds in and then assisted on Taylor Mulder's game winner 3.5 minutes later as the Bobcats wrap up the season on a high note with a 3-2 win against one of the AJHL's top teams.
It's a huge building block for us. Started earlier this month. We were able to string together, I think, 7 wins this month. It's definitely heating up at the right time.
This win, I think, gives us a win against every team in the league and at some point or another. It's a huge win. Confidence-wise, you know, it's a team that we could certainly match up against or meet in the playoffs. We know that. So coming out here with a win tonight and building a little bit of momentum and knowing and feeling confident that, you know, actually we could have had 2 wins this weekend.
The Cats will now shift their attention to the playoffs in a first-round matchup with Whitecourt. Lloydminster took the series winning 5 of 6, but the Bobcats know they can't take the Wolverines lightly.
They work hard, they're big, and they're skilled, so we're going to have to be just as work just as hard.
I think goaltending-wise, and if we can stick to our structure and our systems defensively, that we can shut them down. We have had success against them, but we certainly don't want to be leaning on that.
That series opens up here in the Border City on Thursday night. And the Pontiacs and Saints were the last teams to finish up the regular season as the 2 went at it in the Grove this afternoon. With the playoff matchups already set, this one was mostly for bragging rights. The Yaks put up a valiant effort against one of the top teams in the country, but come up a goal short. Spencer Fu added 2 more to his collection. The Edmonton product finished tied for second in the league with 40 goals. Bonnyville plays the Sherwood Park Crusaders in the first round of the playoffs. Game 1 between the Universal Heat and SSAC definitely lived up to the hype. Zane Franklin scored his 2nd goal of the game in double overtime to give Lloydminster the series lead. Today, the 2 teams were back at it with the Heat looking to take a stranglehold on the best of 5. And just like yesterday, SSAC opened the scoring, so pick it up in the second. Lloyd on the power play. Bryce Kindoff goes cross ice for Kobe Mohr on the doorstep, and it is a tie game. Just $1:10 later, Ty Smith gains the zone and sends it to Mohr. He hits the post, but Smith follows up, and the Heat take the lead. Now still in the second, Kindoff to Smith at the point. The long shot is tipped about 25 feet out. That's Kindoff's playoff leading 10th, and the Lloyd lead is 2. Now they're looking for more a little later, but Franklin finds iron. Dying seconds of the sandwich stands the Southsiders on the attack. James Hamblin lets one fly that eludes Dane Dow. The Heat took a 1-goal lead into the break. Early third, Kindoff to Jantzen Leslie. That's money. The captain's 2nd of the postseason increases the lead. Now, minutes later, Heat back on the power play, and the puck bounces around in front for a while. Zane Franklin gets a few whacks at it, and it's good. The Heat are up 3. Now, Edmonton called a timeout after that one. It didn't work. They aren't even done announcing the last one when Jackson Kaluski scores 2 goals in 14 seconds, and it's 6-2. SSAC gets that one back minutes later. RJ Adewale on the rush. Great job of sticking with it. Makes it a 3-goal game. Now, final minute, Edmonton net empty. The puck just sits on the goal line for a while. No one knows where it is. Matthew Wedman pokes it in. 6-4 at that point. Franklin added the ENG for a 2nd of the game. The Heat win it 7-4 and take a commanding 2-0 series lead.
A lot nicer being up 2-0 instead of 1-1 going there for 2 games. So, you know, it was a must-win for us today as well, and the boys responded with a huge win, and now, you know, I like our chances.
Well, we go into the room, we're focusing, we're trying to talk about what's going right, what's not, and we just come out stronger every period, I think.
The Universal Heat are rolling through the major bantam playoffs, and they occupy 2 spots in the Newcap Sports top 3. Number 3, Taylor Anshelm sneaks it in. Number 2, Jantzen Leslie slides it through the pillows. And number 1, Zane Franklin, overtime winner.